What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jermel Charlo and Erislandy Lara. You know, these two guys have been trained by the same person at once upon a time. They're both champions at 154. Jermel Charlo, of course, has snatched the belts of the WBA Super and the IBF away from Hassan Rosario. Okay. Now, that only leaves the WBO, but of course, these are Al Haymon fighters, so the WBO belt doesn't mean anything to them. Facts. So, and that's, of course, is owned by Patrick Teixeira, right? Now, of course, he doesn't really care, and the Ring magazine is vacant, so, but as far as the regular sanctioning belts, okay, you have Erislandy Lara with the WBA. Now, the question is, Lara's the regular WBA champion. Rosario was the super. Now it's owned by Jermel. And Jermel, he could make a fight with Erislandy Lara. And a lot of people ask me, what do I think about that? How would that fight plan out? Well, for one, I think it would be risky for Jermel and risky for Erislandy Lara. Why? Because Lara is, 37 years old now? He's 37 or 38. He's not born in 83. Yeah, he's 37, okay? He'll be 38 in April. So, so you're looking basically at a 38-year-old versus someone, how old is Jermel? Jermel Charlo is about 30 years old, maybe, if that? How old are the Charlo twins? Born 1990? He's 30 years old. You know what I mean? So that's an 8-year difference. They've sparred together. Jermel knows Lara. Lara knows him. They've sparred a lot together. Of course, the training wouldn't be a problem because now Derek James trains Jermel Charlo. And how would a fight go like that? I would normally just give it to Lara because Lara's the pure boxer. He would outbox Jermel Charlo because Jermel is a kind of fighter that waits. He waits for things. And dealing with someone like Lara, he's not waiting. Lara can normally in his heyday, 3-4 years ago, he would have shut Jermel down. The only thing Jermel would have is a puncher's chance. There, I said it. But now I've seen Lara's last fight. I covered it live. And I've noticed, and you could see the differences in Erislandy. Look, those last few fights, okay, even the Hurd fight, which I just saw that fight, and he was pressed because Hurd is a pressure fighter. He's a boxer puncher, but he's a pressure fighter. He's a guy that throws 100 punches around. If he can take your punch, if you can't knock him out, he's gonna punch you until you either give in or he's gonna knock you out. That's his style. Jermel ain't that way. However, Jermel is a guy that does fight in spots and he does punch hard as Hades. Okay? He can punch. And Lara being with his legs not the same. His legs are getting older. This is not the Lara that fought Canelo and outboxed him. This ain't that dude. This ain't that dude that got robbed by Paul Williams also. This ain't that dude. Okay? Erislandy Lara could be hurt, especially when he's more stationary now, and that gives more opportunities to Jermel Charlo. Now, what would that mean? What could that mean? That could mean Lara could be damn near undisputed, unified like he used to be. But then it would be, would Jermel want to take that risk with all the belts that he has? He has the Super WBA title, that version of that title. So why would you want the regular? That's like when Triple G fought Danny Jacobs, because Triple G was the WBA Super, and Danny Jacobs was the WBA regular. They still fought, but, at what point, to be, hey, he's a regular champion, I'm the Super. So it was one of those things that, it makes you think, but I think the fight could go down because one thing I noticed about Al Haymon, he's good at throwing people through, especially an older fighter. All promoters do it though. They take those older fighters and they throw them in there with the guy that's in his prime, in his heyday, which is Jermel. Jermel's not going to get any better than he is. However, you do look at Jermel, and there's hope for Lara. Why? Because of Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison was able to outbox Jermel the first fight. He got stopped the second, but he was able to outbox him. But either way, because of the legs, the older legs of Lara, it would be more difficult in that fight to fight someone, even to defeat him, because if you notice, Lara is taking more and more punishment these days. And I don't think that's good for him. I mean, it was a very exciting fight, him fighting, going toe-to-toe with a bigger, stronger, younger, fresher Jared Swift Hurd. But it was another thing to see an older fighter, to witness that overnight, to see, hey, this guy ain't what he used to be. So I give it Jermel probably by knockout. And if he can't knock him out, Lara would probably still outbox him, because he has problems with pure boxers. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Jermel Charlo unifying with Erislandy Lara. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.